Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 1988 Generation 1 Decepticon windsweeper figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. I'm going to show you how his triggercon gimmick works in both modes. Because he's vintage, I'm going to point out things that you need to be aware of if you have to purchase one for yourself, and we can have a look at how he displays with the other two Decepticon triggercons. And I suppose while we're here, to give you an idea if you're a newer collector of just, I suppose, the size and scale of these, we can see how big he is compared to some of the figures that are out at this moment in time. So not that much to go through. It is rather a basic figure and this shouldn't take too long, but potentially we could be getting a reissue of him. So I think it's a timely point to do this video. And to be honest, I had a couple of the triggercons when I was a child and they are so simple, but they are just so much fun. So this is the robot mode. You've got quite a nice little head sculpt there, to be honest. Articulation wise, you're going to be surprised, there's not much. The head is fixed, it doesn't move. These, believe it or not, are the arms. They do go up and down, and the legs don't really do anything. They come up and down, but that is for transformation purposes only, nothing else. You can clearly tell that his alternate mode is a jet. In fact, his alternate mode is a modified B-15 Lancer bomber, but we'll have a look at that in a second. Now, the reason why these were fun is, although they're only super basic, it is these trigger activated weapons on here, hence them being called triggercons. So you can press the button on the underside, and as you can see quite clearly, they whip around really fast and they do look really good. Now, this is going to highlight things that you need to be aware of. So if you're after purchasing this for yourself, first and foremost, you want to check if the triggercon gimmick actually works. There is the button on the back of the wing there, and that is what we're looking for. The other main things is, of course, these are made of chrome, so you need to make sure, well, you can, otherwise chrome fade looks like that, and as you can see, it's nowhere near as good. Same things as well on the underside. Here is the stickers, so you can really see how much of a difference and an impact stickers make. Now, I don't know, I'm just looking, actually I've not seen this before, if that's been customed or it's a variant. I think unfortunately it's just literally all the paint is chipped off. This one's been obviously seen better days and had a lot of fun with it. Now, there is some landing gear on it in the alternate mode, and it still means that it will roll. And indeed, even though this is completely destroyed and heavily played with, the triggercon gimmick still works. So of course, you see you've got that little clip and release in there, so that is what you're looking for. If that's broke, it of course won't hold these in position at all. For what it's worth, I'll show you the transformation process. Fold the front all the way up, slide out the legs, and then fold the back part and then move the arms up. It is as simple as that, as I say, nice and simple. But again, when we were kids, all we had was our imagination, and it made it just as much fun. There is that particular mode again. There he is in robot. And again, the chrome's really gleaming. It makes him look great. Let's do a few comparisons, or I suppose display ideas. So this is Crankcase. Of course, we've already had a version of him in Legacy. This is Windsweeper, so I could maybe, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess Needle Nose, and then I'm going to get even more out on a limb and guess further down the line that Ruckus could indeed be a reuse of the new Beachcomber mold we haven't even seen. So if this video has been viewed in about 5 years time, it'll be totally out of date with what I'm saying, but I just want to give you a quick couple of ideas of how big he is as well compared to some of today's figures. So in fact, I've got Sludge there, which is a core class figure. You can see he's tiny compared to him. We've got a deluxe hotshot there who towers over him. And then with regards to some of the other G1 figures, we've got a mini bot. And, oh, there goes Ruckus, and he's about the same size. So there you go. That's a little bit of a story and insight into who Windsweeper is and was. He was a 1988 Decepticon triggercon. Let me know what you think in the comments, and take care.